Well, what's going on? A little overcast day here at Dub Saw Shop. Temperature is roughly about 60, 61 degrees right now. Just, not chilly, but great hoodie weather. We are getting started on the Stihl 029. We have ordered us a Duke's MS290 piston and cylinder upgrade kit for this thing. We're going to dive in. I'm going to bring you in close. We're going to disassemble this thing. We got us our 390 piston and cylinder. This kit's about $60 from the Dukes. Comes with a new fuel line, impulse line, fuel filter, decompression plug because the 390 has the decomp, new air filter. It does come with a new set of crank bearings and crank seals. Don't know if we'll use everything, but we will definitely replace what we need to. Let's pop some covers off, and then we will start this disassembly process. These things are a little bit of a dog to get apart. They're not super terrible, but they can be a bit of a pain in the rear if you let them get to you. Slow and steady, we will get this thing done. These little rubber plugs, they're a dog to get out sometimes. Plus my hands are cold, so it isn't helping. There we go. Two on the handle, one up front here, one up top here at the chain brake handle. Everything else gonna be a T27. Cover off. Cold weather shutter, I guess you'd call it. These things are not too terrible to work on. They do get a little aggravating every once in a while trying to get everything on this, especially on this handle piece, the way it all kind of goes together. Throttle linkage. I'm just using the box that cylinder and stuff come in to toss all these parts out. Pop this kill switch wire out. You know, you can always tell the ones that's been together for quite a while and which ones haven't. 8mm, 3 exhaust bolts. They've been together for a while. Oh yeah, yep. She's done. Oh yeah. She got it pretty good. Nice and scored up. Stuck rings right there on top. There's a pretty good little chunk missing. Intake side looks spectacular back there though. Get the plastic off. We can get that one out. Two screws on the bottom here for the handle. Four screws on the handle. Yeah, these 290s, 390s, it's kind of like the 450, 455 Rancher. Boatloads of them sold. They're great saws. They're a little heavy for what they are. All in all, though, not bad saws. One up front, and then the whole handle come off. Carb off, and then this piece. I know this thing's got a full tank of fuel. Definitely don't want gas to go squirting everywhere. I believe these things use a HD style carburetor. A little grommet for your adjusting screws out. There we go. Impulse line, fuel line holding. And yeah, it is a HD5. Your little intake boot, seat, and the little piece that keeps it from collapsing. She's in there pretty good too. Oh, wow. Hee-hee. She was sticked. Then getting this piece to pop out up front here. Ugh. God, everything's just so stuck on this thing. It's been together for so long. Come on, baby. Come on. Almost. There she went. Now the fun part, you gotta grab fuel line with another pair. Remove these and the handle is off. Couple screws holding a little plastic cover over the cylinder. Spark plug boot. This piece should come on out of there. Exhaust bolt. Now we need to get the flywheel off and the clutch. 13mm on the flywheel. This one is a flanged bolt, so we can use the socket to tap on. Good little taps. One tap, she's off. Most of them, not that easy. One screw here to remove for the ground for the ignition coil. Now for the clutch. 3/4 socket. Remember on your clutches, it's righty-loosey, lefty-tighty, so tighten to loosen. You can use a piston stop. Typically, I don't. Just give it a couple quick little bumps. And most times she pops on and off. Low compression saws, sometimes it doesn't work as good, but most time it'll pop off. The oiler gear, check it out. Looks to be in great shape. A lot of times little tips break off of them, and that'll cause it to quit oiling, but that one's looking pretty good. Alright, go ahead and pop our spark plug out. Now, got 4 bolts at the bottom. That hold this little engine in. Woo! Key ready. Them's tight. This other one is right behind the oil pump pickup hose. You can get by without taking all of that off. Just gotta work it. Yeah. Just push your oil hose over and keep on trucking. Then you want to shimmy shake this thing. Get her broke loose. She don't want to come off of there, but she did. Yeah. A little bit of transfer. Roll this up. Pull her out. There's your cylinder. There's your crank. Get rid of these crank seals. Check these bearings. They look pretty good, to be honest with you. Clean them up. Get this piston off. I hate Stihl's little C-clips. Sheesh. Well, that is the MS290, 390 teardown video. Not a lot else to it. Just from this point on, we're gonna get everything cleaned up. Check these bearings out. We may end up replacing them, but aftermarket bearings, unless they're good name brand, I'm not sure what name brand these are, but anytime you do stuff like that with bearings, you're better off to keep the OEMs if everything looks good. Wrist pins also. OEM wrist pins, whole lot nicer than the aftermarket ones, no doubt. So if everything looks good with it, clean it up nice, rock on with it if nothing's wrong with it. We do have new rubber hoses we're probably going to use. This doesn't feel bad. It's got a little split in it. It's a little hard out on the ends. So we're just going to leave that on there. Actually, we'll pop it off. I mean, this cylinder could possibly be cleaned up, but man, I probably wouldn't waste my time on it, because these are just so deep. It's hard to really get in there to clean. So, not really worth it. Get this intake boot off. Check it over. Make sure everything is up to par with that. For the most part, that's the teardown. We'll get everything cleaned up and start getting this thing back together. So, let me know if you like this video. Let me know if it helped you. Hopefully it should show you all you need to see to get into one of these things. So, you guys have a great day. And Dubs, we out.